Hey guys, I'm Jen. I am the founder of Women Encouragement. We are a group of people, women, 2,000 strong on Facebook. We also have our website, and I have been making videos that correspond with my posts that I've been making on women encouragement. And hey, if you would like to do a guest post on women encouragement, I would love that. I would love to not be the only person that's writing and sharing thoughts. So, this last one that I did is about how kids start to procrastinate when it's time for bed at night. And I was probably the biggest procrastinator of anyone I know. I used to look around my bedroom ceiling and try to find a spider, a tiny spider or a bug, and then I would start to cry and scream. And that was how I made sure that I delayed bedtime. Not a good situation. I think I made my dad so mad. I don't believe I did anything else that made him as mad as I used to at bedtime. So, true story. Um, so I talk about, I even wrote an ebook. It's free, and I'll put the link to the ebook in the comments or the description of this video. Um, of a bedtime routine, especially kids that are neurodiverse. They do so much better with a routine and a schedule. And if it was me, I would hang up the nighttime routine somewhere. I would also hang up the morning routine. Uh, my kids, I have three that needed extra support and attention and even ABA therapy. And what really helped them was to see what's coming next and to kind of have an idea of how long each thing was. My oldest son was a compulsive watch slash clock watcher. And if a conversation went longer than I told him, or driving, there is some type of a traffic jam or unexpected delay, he would melt down because he expected everything to work within the time frame that was presented to him. So I got smart. I started to uh, tell him that it was going to take extra long. I'd add 5 or 10 minutes just in case there was an unexpected delay, because otherwise, if we were running behind his estimated time of arrival, he would melt down. It just ruined his day. He wanted so badly to be like SpongeBob SquarePants and have the best day ever. And if any kind of small uh, distraction came up, he would lose his ever-loving mind and just cry and say, I just want to have the best day ever. I forget, I took him to a space museum or something, and finally at the space museum, he said, Thank you, Mom. This was the best day ever. It took a lot to get there. So, the other thing that I would do if my kids were that age again, they're older now. My oldest son that needed extra help is 24, and then 19 and 16 are the ages of my kids. I would also label everything, like on the outside of cabinet doors, write lotion and have a picture of what the lotion looks like. Um, I would label on the outside of a linen closet, like washcloths and towels, and have pictures of what they look like. Even if our kids are verbal, I have found having small pictures, and they used to be called PECs, P I don't think it's a E. I think it's PCS and it stands for something and I don't remember what it stands for. We used to use a program called Smartboard or something like that, and Board Maker. That's what it was. And we would make these pecks and put them all over our house. And it made the kids just have some type of reassurance, a comforting mechanism where they felt pleasure in knowing where things were located at. One of my kids would get lost in our 2,000 square foot house, and all of a sudden he would lose his stuff. And I'd say, "Hey, what's going on? What's wrong?" And he's like, "I don't know where the bathroom is." And we lived there. And so it was just a unique situation for him. So I started labeling every room in the house. We had a front room and then we had a family room. It was very difficult for the boys to figure out the difference between the two rooms. So we started to really go over that the family room had a fireplace and that the formal living room did not. Just little things like that went so long. So for the nighttime routine, I've digressed. The nighttime routine, I would say, just to start off every night, maybe around 6:30 or 7, if 8:30 is the goal for bedtime. And I would make sure all iPads are put away, all, screen time is over, turn off all the overhead lighting. That's a big deal with our circadian rhythm. And then I would start to, especially I have a son with type 1 diabetes. So early in the evening, he would need a bedtime snack, usually peanut butter, to not go low in the night. So we would give him a big spoonful of peanut butter. And when he was first diagnosed, he was on too much insulin. So we used to give him a big bowl of ice cream and not bolus for it because otherwise he was 40 or 35 in the middle of the night. No one wants that. Excuse me. So, um, we would start off with a bedtime snack and then we'd go upstairs, take baths, and I'm a big essential oils person. I love, and the kids loved it too, ironically, um, put a lavender bath bomb in the bath or drop some eucalyptus to help with breathing and calming, or some peace and calming oil. It's a blend in the bath. And I let the kids play in the bath an extra long time. Now, my kids for a while went through periods where they were scared the crap out of them to be in the bathtub. They screamed and cried. And it was only my kids that are extra neurospicy that really got scared of bath time. So I worked so hard, guys. It took months. I would put a swimming suit on and get in the bathtub with them at times. The one thing that helped more than my presence in the bath, which it's just is what it is crayons and the paint, Crayola bath paint. Um, it was a pain in the butt to clean up because that stuff stains, but it was worth it. It calmed the kids down and helped them to be okay in the bath. What really helped them was making a bubble bath. They love that too. They love to put the suds on their face and look like they had facial hair. But we had to really be careful because then my sons and daughters started to have UTIs and different things from the suds in the bath. So that's something to consider and keep in mind as well. But then I would lotion their skin up because for whatever reason, my kids had dry skin. And if I did not really use a lot of lotion on them, I tried to find something, as chemical free as possible, as natural as possible. But if I skipped lotion, they would get itchy in the night and then they wouldn't sleep as well. So, after that, we did reading books. Sometimes we'd sing some songs, but we kept lights at a minimum. Um, I, at the time, did lots of night lights everywhere, and that seemed to help the kids to feel more reassurance if it wasn't just dark blackness. The other thing, and in my blog post, I put a list of products that helped us the most. And one thing that I even traveled with when we went to hotels was this plug-in register fan. It made a noise and it helped keep the kids asleep. Yay. All four kids, not one of them were good sleepers. I always wondered, how did that happen? Not one good sleeper. So, full disclosure, I'm not very proud of this, but some of my kids, I even begged the doctor for sleep medicine, and I know that's super controversial, but one child in particular was sleeping 15 minutes sometimes at night, sometimes 45 minutes, and they would stim all night long, jump up and down, hand flap. I'd make them lay in bed and they would watch their arms and legs go back and forth. The biggest breakthrough we had in sleeping was when I decided I would lay on their floor until they went to sleep. Until then, guys, bedtime was redonkulous. Tons of tears, tons of meltdowns, tons of procrastinating, which is what my blog post is about. And as soon as I started to lay on their floor, night and day difference. So I hope this helps you. In the comments, please tell me any things that have helped make bedtime a better situation for you. I love to learn from others. And I just hope this has helped you somehow. If you have any bright ideas or takeaways from this, I'd love to hear. Well, the best is yet to be. Together, you and me, we're stronger together, better together. Be blessed.